ruthlessly on starting over. Jennifer, who was used to being in control, struggled to let her husband Lou take the lead.
The stuff that you feel like I can't do, I'd like you to give me a shot. I feel like you're pile it all on and you won't let me take it.
Jacqueline, who was still unable to forgive her boyfriend's infidelity, was given a difficult assignment.
I want you to demonstrate to this man that you love him. You've got 3 days, Jacqueline. Because if you don't learn how to do that, you're going to lose him.
Meanwhile, the couples waited for their partners to achieve certain qualities, like respect, so they could exchange bracelets representing that new trust.
Hold it until you're really ready to give it to your mate. It might take you 3 days, it might take you 2 weeks, it might take you a lifetime.
And Casey's frustration over Simon's isolation grew following an evening of salsa dancing.
It is very hard dealing with Simon. I feel very alone and frustrated and upset and mad. I'm just very, very annoyed.
One house.
I need a second chance.
Women from all walks of life. Striving. Bonding. Reinventing themselves.
This house changed my life.
Starting over. Life has never been this real.
You seem irritated this morning, Louie. You all right?
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't know what's going on. I'm not quite hitting just yet.
I was mad when we first got in the car, and it was so funny because I was like, I'm just not gonna have fun all night.
I'm like that too. One thing sets off my night, I turn into a total beat.
Louie was trying to be nice to me in the car, and I'm like, stop it. Just let me bask in my pissed offness.
Lou's and my communication right now is not that good because we both have a lot of anger and resentment towards the process of communication, and I don't think either one of us feels like we're being heard, and we're just having the same fight over and over again. We're just not getting anywhere, so I think we're both very frustrated.
Iyanla has asked me to really make Michael feel like a man again, so I snuck into his room and crawled into bed with him and snuggled a little bit with him. So in little ways, I have been trying to really make him feel like the masculine one in the relationship.
Guys, where are you?
My relationship right now is not good. I'm not gonna blame it on Casey. I'll take the blame for it. It's my fault. I don't put in what I need to with her.
Just think about it a little bit.
You want me to cry over you?
It's not that, but it's just that you're not showing any emotion, yo. It's like all the pain and the stuff we've gone through in our relationship makes me cry, but it doesn't make you sad. Can you imagine being with somebody who never shows their emotion? It's kind of like, I'm with you, but I'm not really with you. Like, I could be sitting here, like, crying in front of you, and you will show no emotion that I'm crying. It won't even hurt you that I'm hurt. The only reason why I know when you are feeling something now is when you isolate yourself. I know there's an issue, there's something wrong.
You really gotta work on brevity, yo. To communicate, you don't need that many words to say what you gotta say. And if I didn't stop you, you'd keep going on and on and on about the same thing.
It seems like we're taking baby steps to get to our future. If Simon doesn't figure out what's wrong or what's bothering him or why he's doing this, it's gonna continue to put a toll on our relationship.
We gotta roll!
This morning, Rhonda and Iyanla send me, Michael, Jen, Louie, Casey, and Simon on a walk. Cheryl and Troy, I guess, are staying behind.
I'm feeling tense and quiet, and Troy's quiet. And I'm having to initiate conversation with him. I don't know where his mind is. It's just not with me. And it's frightening to see that he might be closing up to the experience.
Would you invite your in-laws to move in with you if they needed a place to live?
Well, we don't have in-laws, but my future in-laws definitely, yeah.
My first thought was no, because I'm selfish and I don't want them taking up the space that I already feel is kind of tight.
I don't know, my stepmom likes to get a little frisky, so I don't know if I could handle all that going on all the time.
How's she frisky?
She just always want to get a little freaky with my dad.
Oh, I thought you meant with you.
No, man.
What would you do if your child announced he or she was a homosexual?
I had some first-hand knowledge on this because my brother's gay.
Really?
Really?
It's something that maybe, I'm not too comfortable with, but he's still my family, still my brother, and I'm going to support him no matter what.
I have a gay sister.
Really?
And when she told me, I was shocked. Because I remember I was 18 when she told me, and I accepted her, but even still, like, with her partners, there's always issues.
Yeah, it's always drama with
there's
that.
always beef.
I don't see any happy gay relationships that last, just from where I've been. I have not seen it.
Being a hairdresser, I've gotten used to fruitcakes, and I like all the ones that I know, I mean, I even, in a weird way, flirt with them.
Lou's a nut. He's hilarious. This dude could light up any room.
I hope if my daughter announced that she was gay, that she wasn't really, really gay.
Only sort of gay?
Yeah, just sort of gay.
Hello, everybody.
There are the victims.
Or the people that are opportunists, that are up for the challenge.
Who's up for the challenge?
Who's up for the challenge?
Look, he raised his hand first.
Excellent. Well, why don't you?
And then there's a person, you have a compliment, don't you? Another red-shirted person. Come forward, why don't you?
Yes, since
Said
you're
the
just
spider
so
to the
anxious.
fly. What rule of engagement are we working on right now?
We are working on communication and cooperation.
Poor communication is at the root of most relationship problems. So today, we're putting the couples through an exercise where the failure to communicate could end up with disastrous results.
So would you like to have one of these?
Yes.
Good. Which one would you like to have?
When we met with the life coaches, we had to pick 2 cards. One was blank and one had blindfold.
So this is the one. So Mr. Michael, would you so lovingly blindfold Miss Jacqueline?
The life coaches are giving us an exercise, and Michael and I are first, and I have no idea what is going to happen.
So, Mr. Michael, would you take Miss Jacqueline by the hand and let us go?
Have fun.
Oh, God.
In just a few minutes, I'm going to be joining Iyanla, Mike, and Jacqueline. While we're waiting, you can get on your life vest and your helmet.
When Simon shuts me out, I've gotten to the point, because he does it so much, that I feel like I have to try to do it back to him. I feel lonely, I feel left out. I don't like it, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know why he's doing it, so it's very awkward for me dealing with that.
Did you say, oh my God, I'm freaking out?
Yeah.
What are you freaking out about?
I'm just scared. I'm gonna fall.
Well, Michael is leading you.
Okay.
The man you want to marry is leading you.
Jacqueline's blindfolded, and I'm having to lead her through this exercise, and I'm wanting Jacqueline to trust me, and I'm not exactly sure if she's going to. Okay, you're gonna step over to your left. You're gonna position your body to the left about a half a foot, so move both feet over. Okay, right there.
So, Mr. Michael, your job is to instruct her to walk within those black lines, over the obstacles, till she gets here.
Okay.
So this is about clear, concise communication.
Michael?
You're gonna walk straight ahead, straight forward. Keep coming towards me, listen to my voice and hear me.
Prize her, acknowledge her, tell her she's doing good.
You're doing good, babe. You're doing perfect. Okay, now you're gonna wanna walk in a diagonal at like a...
This way, left or
You're
right?
gonna go to your right.
This way? I'm feeling very nervous, very scared, not trusting, and something's gonna go wrong. We're not gonna communicate right, and I am gonna fall in water.
And now, directly in front of you, you're gonna need to step up. You step up onto the box.
Jacqueline, what's happening? You okay?
We've already made a decision, we gotta stick it out. Simon.
I think that's effed up.
Their powerful stories.
I'm turning into them, and I feel like I can't stop it.
Coming in 13 days.
You okay?
Yeah.
Relax.
Okay.
Just relax and follow Michael's voice.
Okay.
You're doing good. Step up onto the box. Okay, you're good. Good job. Now you're gonna step down off of that and get balance.
Forward?
Forward. One step forward. Just come down off of the step. Okay? Okay, you're good. Good job. I'm a little afraid that Jacqueline might fall in, but I feel like if I can communicate well, then she's gonna make it over safely and she can see that she can trust me. You're okay? I'm here.
My God.
I'm here.
Oh my gosh.
You did it. We did it.
Oh.
It was exciting to know that Michael got me across the bridge.
Okay, enough of that. Go sit over there.
I feel like this was more than an exercise in communication. I felt like it was an exercise in trust. It felt like a big accomplishment.
I've been pretty in touch with the fact that I don't feel safe with Lou. I don't think he's responsible with our household. I don't feel like he protects our daughter as much as I wish that he would, and I don't think he protects me, so it's not a very good feeling.
You're gonna do fine. All right, I want you to take 2 Jennifer steps and then stop.
What does that mean, Jennifer steps?
That just means I want you to walk normal and trust me.
I'm scared of the pool exercise because I'm worried that someone is going to trick me the same way that my first husband did. When I married my first husband, we had had a really bad argument, and he said, "Come here, I want to show you a flower down by the pool." And so he walked me down the stairs of his apartment complex, and when we got to the pool, he pushed me in. And it just really fed into my mistrust.
You don't feel safe? Well, I love you so much I will not let you fall. It's important to me that Jennifer not fall into that pool because in her past she got pushed in a pool and that stuck with her ever since it happened, and I need to put that fear to rest. All she has to do is trust me because I've got her back. She is safe. My hands are right there.
We're gonna do baby steps. To your left. Nope, forward to your left. You need to move to your left, just slightly. That's not slightly. You need your feet closer together. Step over to your left and watch out, there's a seam. He was right on the edge, and I knew that, just one false move and he could be over. I considered the possibility that he might step off and fall in, but, there's no need for me to jump in. He's a big boy. He had a life jacket on. He would have been fine. Put out your hands.
Next step. Next step.
Mr.
Next
Simon, you are dragging the woman. She's not a wayward puppy.
Walk straight.
Listen to instructions. Slow down. Take a breath.
Another step down.
Are you dragging her along? Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. You know what? Let him go.
Simon, he couldn't see, but he was still trying to push through the exercise like he knew what he was doing.
Instead of allowing you to tell him what he needs, he's dragging you along. Call him to you.
Walk straight forward to my voice. Keep going. Keep going.
Now, Mr. Simon, will you allow her to guide you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Bring him over here.
Simon, I need you to take one very small step. You can just hear how wobbly and how unsecure it feels. But I just got myself together because I knew if I didn't have it together, then that was gonna really mess him up. Walk slowly, straight to my voice. Now step down. Good job.
Casey and I weren't affectionate, and I think a lot of my affection lacks because I didn't see my parents being affectionate.
Think of everything you just did as a metaphor for communication, cooperation, trust. What did you learn?
I haven't in the past demonstrated an ability to lead her and make her feel safe. So this mirrored that, and it was successful.
What did you learn?
I learned that it felt really good when I got to the other side. He was right there, versus how it felt not trusting him over there.
And what did you learn about yourself?
That I'm not a trusting person, that I haven't been trusting Lou.
Mr. Michael, what did you learn?
I was actually kind of nervous. I felt like if maybe she was to fall in, then it would be my fault.
Negative future fantasy instead of being present in the moment. Mr. Simon, how was it for you being led by your wife?
I wanted to lead.
Mm-hmm. How did it feel when you were trying to lead him and he was taking over?
Frustrating. So it was hard in the beginning.
Is this going to help you or your partner earn the respect, communication that you've been working on?
I'm learning the language.
There you go. Good job, you guys.
Thank you for that, Romero.
Coming?
Isolation time.
We'll let you have your time.
I've been secluding myself from the group, but I don't feel I'm wrong for doing that because sharing my emotions, this is something new to me. This is something that I haven't done before.
When Simon's upset, he shuts down. He'll be quiet for maybe 2-3 days, and he just completely leaves me out of his world.
You know, you can't just isolate. You gotta go, hey babe, I gotta go process all this stuff I'm feeling. I need about a half hour, 20 minutes by myself, or whatever you need, so that she doesn't feel you've left her. Okay?
I know Yanla has assigned Jacqueline to find new ways to prove that she loves Michael, but I don't know if she's going about it the right way.
You're sexy when you're wet. Your hair is cute. Being in Michael's arms in the pool, this is really starting to look like what I want it to look like. I feel like we are really starting to grasp what needs to be changed.
Will you bring me one of those?
I can see how mine and Jacqueline's relationship has been going, and there's that possibility of us not being together, and I don't know, it kind of hurts when I think about it.
Has Amira been staying with y'all at all?
No. Sylvia told us that Casey said to call her if we want to keep her here. So we haven't been able to see her at all except for maybe like a couple minutes one day. And Mom's like real upset about that.
Okay.
Today, me and Simon decided to call and check up on our daughter, and his sister told him that our daughter, Amira, had not been over to the house. So that made my husband upset, and he felt that we should let Amira go and stay with his parents for a couple of days.
She needs to at least be spending the day with them then.
We've already made a decision, we gotta stick it out. Why can't we just wait till we get back over there? Okay, I will call Sylvia and I will tell her the truth. I will tell her that your family feels a little bit upset that she has not spent enough time over there. Can you take Amira over there under your supervision?
Why should I be supervised?
Okay, can you take Amira over there for a couple of hours to spend with them? How is that, honey?
I think that's effed up. That's how I feel.
When we decided to where we were gonna take our daughter, you wanted her to stay with Sylvia. You called Sylvia first, and you said that. Now you're going back on your word. I think we made a decision and we should stick with it.
I apologize for cutting you off. I'm trying to use that formula that Dr. Stan taught us, but I can't find it.
You want to call one of the life coaches and ask how to do this, to communicate? If we got to get it right. You want to go call?
I'm down.
Jacqueline's not much of a snuggler.
I snuggled with you this morning.
I saw 4 eyes sticking out of the sheets. Once you move in together and you're always sleeping together, you always know they're there and you change your sleeping habits. It's like if you have a young kid, some people, you know, can sleep with them in the bed, or some of them are just freaked out.
We did. He slept in our bed forever.
Until Heidi was how old?
Like 8.
Really?
Yeah, he was pretty old.
Gosh.
Our son became our life. We actually had a family bed. He slept with us. So for years, it was all about just loving that little boy.
Hello, you two. Come on out. We're going to talk about the elephants in the room that you guys do not talk about. The things that you might talk around, but you don't really talk about it. So Jen, why don't you have a seat right here? Lou, why don't you have a seat right here? And I just want you to write the elephants in the room. What are those things that have happened that aren't resolved, that are the its, that you kind of just hope go away, that you'd like to avoid?
It's really important for Jen and Lou to find the elephant in the living room. Because let's face it, they talk around things, above things, below things. But I want to talk about it.
All right, so let's see what these are. So, one of your white elephants that you agree on is your daughter. Your husband, Louis, says parenting irresponsible.
That he feels I think of that of him.
Yes.
Yes. And what she wrote down is, I worry about my daughter's safety when she's with you. So this is the white elephant. Let's find a way to come to a solution for this.
I would like to acknowledge that my expectations with Elena are oftentimes simply my perception of how something should be done. Because to me, that's the right way, and that's not fair to you. And I need to give you the freedom to be yourself with her.
I just want to stop and give just a tiny bit of coaching here.
Okay.
She did something really incredible. She just acknowledged you, and she admitted she has a problem. We're learning a couple things, and I just want us to take a moment. Is the first thing we're doing is acknowledging. Another thing, self-responsibility.
I acknowledge and praise you for recognizing that your perception may be a little intense compared to mine, that your intensity for the most part I appreciate and love. I think that that's a great attribute, not a bad thing.
Did you hear that?
It's hard for me to hear that because
To me, it's a bad thing.
So what do you want to say? Maybe just thank you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just thank you.
Thank you.
So you left me a message? So what's up?
When I was trying to communicate with Casey, I found myself getting frustrated. Dr. Stan gave us a formula and I was trying to follow it and I couldn't, and what I was trying to say was coming out in anger.
What was the communication related to?
Regarding the situation Amira's in, I didn't even want to discuss all of that with Ayanla. All I wanted to know from Ayanla was how to effectively speak to Casey.
So what is it that you were trying to get Casey to understand?
That I feel our daughter needs to spend more time at another family member's house, but she doesn't agree with that.
What was your response, Casey?
I told him we had already made an agreement to where our daughter was going to stay, and I think we should stick with it.
Why would you want to change the agreement?
The other family members are offended that our daughter isn't spending time with them.
And?
That's it.
They'll get over it. See, a marriage is never destroyed from the outside in. It's always destroyed from the inside out. So the agreement that you and Casey have should not be changed because of an outside influence. So what was your upset about? It wasn't about the process, Simon. It was about you not being able to get Casey to do what you wanted her to do. You not having your way. And then what happens when you don't get your way, Simon? You get angry. Is that accurate, Simon? Can you own that?
Yes.
These are the type of issues that we argue about. I feel that he gets angry with me because I don't agree with him.
He's a spoiled brat. He wants his way. He's spoiled rotten, and you did it. So what would you like to say to Simon?
I like for us to get over this barrier, and I apologize for spoiling you.
Forgive me.
Forgive me.
He's gone. I know what he does already. This is what he does. He drops his head to one side, and he's looking down here. And occasionally he'll roll his eyes over and look at you, and then he drops back down. He's gone. So ask him if he heard you.
Did you hear me, Simon?
Yes.
What did you hear?
Could you say it again?
I don't think that's funny, honey.
Casey, it's a man thing. Casey.
It's disrespectful. I don't like it.
So she's kept you handcuffed for no good reason whatsoever. Are you willing to let Jacqueline go if you have to stay in a relationship like this?
We usually validate our bad stuff rather than our courage. So another thing that we want to do is validate.
Yes.
Can you validate him and acknowledge him?
Yes.
the reason that you want to be more free and easy with Elena is because of your childhood and the fact that you're who you are today because of maybe the lack of parenting that went on for you, and that you're very autonomous and independent. And
I love you for that.
And I love you for that. I also want you to remember, however, that she's a little girl. She's not a little boy. And I want to protect her like I don't feel like I was.
I know.
Look at her vulnerability.
I see you're scared. You didn't feel safe when you were growing up. I want to give you both that. So don't get more than 10, 12 feet from me.
Okay. What do you want to say to this man?
Thank you.
Do you believe him?
Yes.
Let him know that
Yeah.
you believe him.
I believe you. I do. I believe you.
Start talking to each other about each of these issues. Okay?
Yeah, good.
It is a really nice moment for me because I'm realizing that I can trust this man and that this man wants to keep me safe. And it was not something that I've experienced that much with Lou, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, as a symbol of your willingness to really talk about the issue, the it, I want you to go to town on it. Yeah!
I haven't trusted myself in the past. I haven't loved myself. I haven't given myself permission to be successful in anything. Those days are over.
All right, no more elephant. All right, gang.
Casey, listen to me. It is unloving to ask someone to do something they are unable to do. Are you aware that he's unable to take in all that you say?
No,
Unable.
I am.
Unable. Not that he doesn't want to, Casey. Unable. Can I offer you something, Miss Casey? Would it be accurate to say that in your history, there's an experience of not being heard? Mm-hmm. Your pain, your fear. Would that be accurate?
Definitely.
Yeah. And that behavior just triggers that ancient memory that you were not heard.
I know I'm not getting heard, though.
See, the 6-year-old couldn't do anything about it. Now you can. And what I want you to understand, that the 26-year-old woman can create a process with her partner where she can be heard. So I want you to be 26 right now. Is there anything you need to say to Mr. Simon?
Dad, I want to make this better.
Mr. Simon, look at her. Mr. Simon, you're the lead, so could you take Miss Casey by the hand? Look at her. And I want you to repeat this, okay? We can do this.
We can do this.
Do you believe him?
Yes.
Tell him, we can do this.
We can do this. And in order for Simon to gain my respect back, he needs to stop shutting me out and show me his true feelings. And I am concerned that Simon may go back into his old ways after we leave.
Good day, good people.
Hello.
Hello. When I say the word core needs, what comes up for you?
Affection.
Affection. Okay. What else?
Love.
Love. Love. Love.
Respect.
Love, respect. So let's talk about core needs. I think our core needs drive our fears. So we have a need, let's say, for love. If she's not getting love, she starts having fears. Fear of rejection, fear of insecurity, because her core need isn't being met. Core need, Mike?
Confidence.
Confidence. Okay. Jacqueline?
Honesty.
Honesty. Okay, so how could that play out in your relationship? Do you feel confident about yourself when you're around her?
No, I don't.
No. Could Mike stay in this relationship until he made sure that got met? Could be, right? And she's doing what? Because she's not getting honesty, she thinks, from him.
Punishing him.
Punishing him. Honest. How are you getting that fulfilled?
I feel like by punishing him, I am keeping him honest with me.
Do you see how you rationalize it in your brain? So let's talk about, how do you think you got this? How are you like your parents? Are you like your parents? Are you turning into your parents?
I'm a lot like my mom because she has always focused on image more than anything.
Is a focus on image an honest way to live?
No.
Okay. How are you like your parents? Lou?
definitely more like my mother, it would stand to reason since being with her more. And my mother has struggled for approval from her dad forever, and still struggles to get it to this day.
I get where you're going with this.
Oh,
that
where
he's
am I
married
going?
his mother.
If you're not willing to be his mother, what do you have to give up personally? Pleasing your father.
Oh.
See, I don't think you've chosen your husband.
Over her dad.
That's correct.
I'm jealous because she spends all her time trying to take care of him and please him rather than me. You are your own person. You're Jennifer, who he's invaded you. You can kick him out.
I don't think Lou realizes what a toll it takes on his manhood to have Jen's father in the way of their relationship. The only way that Jen and Lou will save this relationship is to decide to become a team, quit blaming one another, and start respecting each other.
Not only do I have to come second to your father, but I also still come second to your dustbuster and your computer and
Your daughter.
and my daughter and your mom.
So what number are you on the list right about now, Lou?
If it's a top 10 list, I haven't made it.
Cheryl, what are you hitting Troy for? Cheryl, if you're hitting Troy, that means you got to speak.
When I was born, they wanted a boy. And I even had a nickname, Little Earl. My sisters. And they all thought it was cute. When they found out my name was Cheryl, they went around the neighborhood telling everyone that Mom had a little boy named Earl. But it never made me feel like I belonged. I've never really felt like I had a good, healthy, solid, loving family that was supportive. And so my need for belonging is really, truly to feel like I belong in that kind of a family.
Who shows up in your marriage, Little Earl or Cheryl?
Little Earl.
So when you're Little Earl, what happens to you in your core need?
I don't belong.
And what's possible for Cheryl?
I could belong if I come out.
If you come out and play.
I think, like, just sitting here listening, I think for so long, I've kind of been so mad at my mom. She would get loud and start trying to belittle my dad. I know when Jacqueline does that, and if I hear her starting to get angry and raising her voice, I'll hang up the phone on her.
Do you think Mike is driven to make this work with Jacqueline because his parents were wishy-washy in their marriage? Yeah. Good work, Mike. Good insight. What have you gotten out of today's session about core needs?
Gonna make the decision to receive that in a healthy way rather than unhealthy.
Yeah, and who gets to decide that, Mike?
I do.
You get to decide that. What have you gotten out of today's session?
That I'm not getting my core need met because of myself and not because of him.
Yes, because who's being dishonest?
Me.
Yes. Dishonest with what you want? Because don't you really want Mike? And look at all the things you're doing just for honesty's sake, to keep him in line, instead of being honest with yourself and saying you want him more than that.
Right.
Okay, so respect bracelets. Any respect bracelets given out? Anybody earned a respect bracelet?
It's not time yet.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm adding the communication bracelet. Maybe you'll earn this one before the respect one. So when your partner has proactively communicated with you in a way that supports you, let them have the bracelet.
I want to give Louie his.
Oh, really?
We did some good communicating last night.
And it was sort of silly, but he got down on one knee and asked me to marry him, which he had never done. Because guess what? I'm the one that did it. So.
I do.
Me too.
Congratulations. It was really the core needs is a hard work game. So it's going to bubble up all day. Maybe you could just say, you know what? I'm needing a little love right now, honey. I'm needing to feel like I belong. Have a fearless day.
I'm gonna go to the court, go shoot for a little while. I just need some time to think and just to
So you want to be by yourself? Before I come over there?
You want to come?
Might come in a little bit.
We could go play tennis. You want to play?
It's a little hot.
Casey and I have a lot of work to do. If she just let me be, it'd be easier for me to flow and then just do my own thing.
What are you eating?
Me and Jacqueline made tacos tonight.
So you're really a cook.
Yeah, I do quite a bit.
But you did get out of that cooking assignment, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
How often in your life do you say no to
Not
things?
a lot.
Why? What's up? Talk to me about that.
I guess I feel just maybe my feelings aren't as important.
Your feelings aren't as important as somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you learn that?
Watching my dad's feelings with my mom.
Are you confident in your decisions, Michael?
Some of them I'm very confident, and then some of them I'm not so confident. I think relationships is one of them.
My thought exactly. Why not?
I don't really know how to.
What is your relationship like with your mother today?
I choose not to have a relationship with her. I don't respect her as a mom.
Then you're gonna have a real hard time building a relationship with any woman until you clean it up with your mom. It begins with forgiveness.
Yeah.
Forgive yourself for judging your mother. Just look at how you hold your mother guilty. You know where that's showing up? And how Jacqueline holds you guilty. That no matter what you do, you can't get her to release you from the guilt of the infidelity. Give me a wrist. How does Jacqueline use your guilt?
I think she used my guilt by still being able to punish me. Because she knows I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Are you willing to let Jacqueline go if you have to stay in a relationship like this? Look at your parents' relationship, where they hung on and hung on and hung on.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to let Jacqueline go?
I understand that I did make a mistake, but I shouldn't be held guilty and shouldn't. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yes, I am. I'm willing to let Jacqueline go.
To learn how you could be the next starting over housemate, call our casting hotline at 1-888-633-8149 or visit startingovertv.com.
So what I want to do is I want to find out if Miss Jacqueline is ready to set you free from this. Because we heard today that it's not about trusting you. It's about her getting in her own way. So are you willing to ask for your freedom?
Yes.
So you stay here. I'm going to go get Miss Jacqueline. And think about what you need to forgive your mother for. Forgive yourself for.
I hope you get a great night's sleep. You certainly should. It's going to be nice and dark in here. It's going to be nice and cool in here. And it's going to be nice and quiet in here. So I'll see you by or before 8:30 so that we can spend a little time together.
I think what made Louie's and my reconnecting this time so much more significant and important is just the hope that we both are feeling about our marriage and our relationship with each other, which we haven't had in a long time.
Show up breakfast at 8:30.
Yeah. I love you too much.
Love you too. Yeah.
Good night.
We both are feeling light and hopeful about our marriage and just, you know, that everything's going to be okay.
I don't know how to enjoy myself with Casey. A lot of times I feel that Casey doesn't enjoy my sense of humor.
When Simon shuts me out, I feel lonely, I feel left out. If Simon doesn't let me in, it's gonna be very difficult to continue our relationship.
Welcome, Miss Jacqueline. Please
Hi.
come in. Have a seat. Do you know what those are?
Handcuffs.
Why does he have them on?
He's a prisoner.
Of what?
Me.
Oh, you really? Isn't that interesting? Why is he a prisoner of you?
Because I control everything he does.
Really? Are you aware that you do that?
I'm becoming aware.
I want you to be real clear about what you've been doing. Tell her what these represent for you.
It represents my guilt. Guilt that I hang on to and let you control me with.
Do you get that, Miss Jacqueline? Yeah.
I feel ashamed of myself.
No need to be ashamed, darling. He allowed you to do it, but he has something that he wants to say to you. Talk to her. Tell her.
I'm willing to walk away from you if this is how I have to live.
Next week on Starting Over, Jacqueline's future is on the line.
I'm so scared. I don't even know what to do. I just want to leave.
I am afraid that I could be asked to leave tonight.
And Michael could decide her fate.
Is it time for Jacqueline to go?
I don't think I've ever felt more alone in my life.
Troy gets a reality check.
She thinks you're a spoiled, rotten brat, that you get everything you want.
Casey has a meltdown.
And what I'm seeing in front of me right now, Miss Casey, is manipulation.
You think I like crying? Do you think I like feeling this pain?
And Lou and Jennifer are given a serious ultimatum.
They need to clean this car or they need to pack their bags.
I want to push the car in the pool.